Hello, everyone, and welcome to Angel Healing House, and welcome to Tarot Tuesdays, where we explore all things tarot, and I answer questions about tarot and present a general, timeless reading. Whenever you find the reading, there just may be some information to help you with some direction, some clarity, motivation, and inspiration for life. My name is Claire Candy Hough, and my name is also Angel Ariel, as I had an angelic walk-in experience on January 11th of 2003, which I write about in my second #1 Amazon International bestseller, which is I Am an Angelic Walk-In, the autobiography of Angel Ariel. I'd like to welcome back my loyal subscribers and followers. Thank you for liking and sharing and subscribing. I do appreciate it greatly. And for those people who have found the Claire Candy Hough YouTube channel for the first time, let me share a little bit about myself through my full-time business, Angel Healing House, which I created in 2003. I'm a Reiki master teacher, having taught and attuned hundreds of Reiki practitioners and master teachers around the world. I'm an intuitive counselor, channel, clairvoyant, tarot card reader, and as I mentioned, I am the author of several #1 Amazon International best-selling books. And if you're interested in either my award-winning books or perhaps my services, please go to my website, which is angelhealinghouse.com, or you can phone 831-277-3716. And I'd like to remind everyone that during the rest of this month of May 2022, Angel Healing House is celebrating its 19th year anniversary. And to celebrate, I'm offering specially discounted 25% off of all services, which include intuitive counseling, angel tarot card reading, past life clearings, ancestral healings, and twin flame reconnection sessions, whether your twin flame is on the earth plane with you and present in your incarnation, or they're across the veil where they can help you greatly if you reconnect with them. And, of course, the Reiki healing and energy sessions. All initial client sessions that are normally $333 are now, with that 25% discount, only $250. And returning client sessions that are normally $222 are now only $165. To take advantage of this limited anniversary special, the sessions must be paid for May 31st, 2022, but they can be booked at a later date. Please do phone Angel Healing House or go to my website, angelhealinghouse.com, and all of that information is in the description box down below. Now, for those who are interested, when I'm reading the tarot today, I am using my deck, which I created and designed along with a wonderful artist. Her name is Ariel. She's so talented, and they're at the back of those cards. And hopefully they'll be ready for purchase at the end of 2022. We can just cross our fingers. Now, Tarot Tuesday always begins with a question. And today's question that I've gotten over the last past 20 years of reading tarot is, I've heard that something bad will occur if I read tarot cards. Well, it is very unfortunate that such a wonderful divination tool that helps us to open our intuitive channel has been associated with negativity. Many of the superstitions around tarot came from the fact that tarot advocates the use of independent, empowered, intuitive, deep knowing within that connects us to a higher wisdom. And this is done without going through an organization or an appointed authority to tell us what to think, to tell us what to do, and to tell us how to feel. In the 1500s, the tarot was deemed to be heretical, and it was demonized by the church, with tarot cards being burned. and those using them, especially during the Spanish Inquisition, were burned right along with their cards. Tarot is just a mere tool, and like anything else, it will hold the energy of what you hold within you. The posse of angels and my angelic family is saying, yes, that's how powerful each and every one of us is. In my tarot book that will be sold along with these Angel Healing House tarot cards, I share that tarot is a tool, and it helps us access messages and insights from the higher realms of spirit. And the more that we, and we alone, establish who we're speaking to in those higher realms, for instance, the assistance from the angels, our spirit guides, or being able to hear the voice of God, divine, source creator, or whatever other description we may use for that higher divine source, will determine the kind of messages that we receive as to whether they are uplifting, positive, loving, supportive, or that they are destructive and negative. I use this wonderful tool of tarot to strengthen the connection to the spiritual wisdom that is already within me and is inside of each one of us. Just like one would use weights as a tool to strengthen one's physical muscles, I use the tarot to strengthen my intuitive muscle. And just like the equipment at a gym has no power in and of itself to create a long, strong body, if I do not use the equipment, it doesn't create a long, strong body. Oh, if it were only that easy. It's the individual and the individual alone that determines how the weights are going to be used. In the same way, it's the individual alone who decides if tarot cards have any power over them or not. Each of us with our free will decides whether it will be a wonderful, beneficial tool helping to bring in guidance, clarity, support, and confirmation, or if we establish that it'll be detrimental to use them, then by golly gosh, because of the laws of attraction, which state like attracts like energies, the energies we will attract will be detrimental, negative, and of lower frequencies. You know, everyone, it's interesting to note that Arthur Waite, the creator of the Ryder Waite deck, the most widely used deck in the world, was a Christian, and that this tarot deck is littered with Christian symbols and emblems. Speaking about the Ryder Waite deck, another question that I have often been asked is, why? Why were they called the Ryder Waite deck, with no recognition being given to the illustrator, Pamela Coleman Smith? Ryder was the publisher, and of course, Waite comes from Arthur Waite, the creator of the cards. When the cards were published in 1909, women didn't have the right to vote or the right to independently own physical or intellectual property. But Pamela Coleman Smith was very proud of her work, and she sought out a way that whenever anyone looked at her illustrations, they would see an undeniable mark that it was her creation. This mark on the Ryder Waite cards has led to many of my tarot students ask me, What is the significance of the mysterious symbol in each one of Pamela Coleman's original deck? And if we go here, let's have a look at this mysterious symbol. We see it there. You can see it there. Let me go closer in. It looks like some of my students have said it looks like an Egyptian hieroglyph or something like that. But it's in each one of the cards. Because some of the cards you can see it, depending on the background, is clearer than others. Let me see. Now you can see it there in the bottom corner. And one more There we go. Can really see it against that yellow background there. So what is that? Well, it turns out that that symbol is not an Egyptian symbol, nor is it some kind of cosmic sacred geometry, but the answer is more pedestrian, it's more ordinary. This symbol that is on all of Pamela Coleman Smith's cards is her signature. We have the P for Pamela, that's the P. We have the elongated C going this way. And then we have the S for Smith. And emphatically, dot. In this way, even though her name wasn't on the cards, she stamped her signature on each one of those cards. There's lovely Pamela Coleman Smith, and she was called Pixie by her friends, her very close friends. So there's Pamela Coleman Smith. And with the centennial anniversary of these cards in 2009, the company US Game System put out a commemorative deck of Pamela Coleman Smith's illustrations, but they didn't call it the Ryder Waite deck. They called it the Smith Waite Tarot deck. And when I saw that, I just welled up inside, and I thought to myself, how wonderful that after 100 years, Pamela Coleman Smith's name appears in the title of this most widely used tarot deck in the world. And some of you may not recognize that illustration on the front of the US Games Smith Waite Tarot deck, and that's because as part of this commemorative deck, there are 4 illustrations. We must remember that Pamela Coleman Smith was an artist. She sold greeting cards, and she did commissioned work, and this is some of her lesser known, I guess. 4 cards are included in this commemorative deck of her lesser known in illustrations. And then this one. I love this one with the child. And the lady holding out their hands for one another. It's interesting that ever since I've been doing Tarot Tuesday videos, I've felt the presence of Pamela Coleman Smith around me. And with the current purchase of these commemorative cards, she was more present than ever with me. So I decided to have a conversation with her. And I was about to say, "Hello, Pamela," but I stopped myself. And I said, "May I call you Pixie?" And her reply to me was, "I usually reserve my nickname for only family and friends, but I feel a kinship with you, the way you approach tarot from an almost mystical, etheric, magical, unworldly point of view. And that is from the same realm of wonder and enchantment that I existed and I worked in. I was in the world, but not of it. Maybe that's why they called me Pixie." Now, not having been given recognition for the cards for so many years, I asked her if she was resentful and what were her thoughts when she saw this commemorative deck and the renaming of it by the US Game System. And she said, I was not resentful. You must remember it was a different world back then in 1909, and women certainly didn't have the same voice or the same legal rights that they have nowadays. No, I wasn't bitter, although I thought that it was highly unfair that I wasn't paid for the commission on time and had to write letters through male associates to adjudicate on my part to get paid. and then I was not paid commensurately for the work done. This only upset me because I needed to keep body and soul together, because the facts about me being a starving artist, they were unfortunately true. I was in the world and not of it, and spent much of my life in another dimension, never being able to fully function in the physical realm. All I can say is thank goodness for the kindness and the generosity of friends. I love the deck and the renaming of the title. It makes me feel warm. It makes me feel fuzzy when I look at the deck and I see my name in the title. And with that statement, she said goodbye. Now, since starting these videos, I've heard from many people that have just started to learn tarot and have said that they found my explanation of the spread that I'm using very helpful for them. And just like last week's video, today I will continue to use the Celtic Cross spread with its 10 positions. And when someone's just learning the meaning of the cards and trying to marry that with their intuitive messages, which they receive, well, it can be pretty daunting trying to fit all that together without a secure foundation of each card to the Celtic Cross, which gives a very concrete significance for the position of each card. So we're going to still go with the Celtic Cross today. And as I shuffle the cards and put them in this position, I will explain each one of those 10 positions. Okay, so let's get the Angel Healing House Tarot deck, which is there. Okay. When you start with a fresh reading, first thing is you have to clear the deck. Some people clear it with smoke or incense. Some people clear it with bells, you know. There are other with music, sounds. One of the easiest ways, if you're somewhere giving somebody a reading and you don't have your bells and your incense and all that, is to 1, 2, 3. You knock on the cards to wake them up. Okay. Let's see what comes out. Now, another thing about my Angel Healing House Tarot deck is that you'll notice that the photo of me on the back is upright. I do not read the Angel Healing House Tarot deck in reverse. If you'd like to, it's totally a preference. But the way I created these cards, they're not meant to be read in reverse. So, but like everything with the tarot, we bring our likes, our dislikes, our preferences, and all of those things. There is no right or wrong way to read tarot. Okay. There's only marrying the meaning of the cards with our intuition. As always, I'm working with my angelic family, the Posse of Angels, and they just told me to stop. So, this is going to be for 3 weeks, the next 3 weeks, what to look forward to. Cutting the cards into 3, and I'll ask them to take the left, to take the middle, to take the one on the right. They want me to take the one on the right. Okay. And let's see what comes out. The first card that's going to come out in this Celtic Cross, the 1, is our general situation. No matter how many cards we choose in a Celtic Cross, they always refer back to that general situation. The card is the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles is the highest money, material, financial remuneration card in the deck. It's also a 1. A 1 is new beginnings around finances and material wealth. things really do change as of today. There's a Mars Aries conjunction that's today, and a lot of forward energy will come in as we're going to that new moon on a Gemini new moon on May 30th. And the Ten of Pentacles is also a card of legacy. Is what are we leaving behind? It could be inheritance, possibly getting an inheritance, somebody giving us something. But the Ten of Pentacles is that, and it's also the happy family card. Is not being judgmental, is being compassionate, and allowing other people to go through their journey, which is perfection for them, and to not criticize or to think that they're not doing it right or something like that. So that's a great card. The Ten of Pentacles is a great card to have for general situation. Now, next card in the Celtic Cross is the number 2 card. Number 2 is what is crossing that number 1. Now, what's crossing it can either hinder it, block it, or it could help it. So, next card that's coming out for us is the Justice card. Now, in this case, the posse of angels, my angelic family, is saying, yes, this is a very helpful card to cross. And they're saying that with this new beginning around money and finances, perhaps inheritance, a legacy, that might come about with business offers. It might come about with new jobs, new careers, and with that, things will balance out in our lives once again. You can see in my card the beautiful rays of light that are shining down, and justice is blind, but in this case, it's not only blind, but it's divine and it's karmic. The Justice card is very much a card of karma, and this is karma balancing out in our finances and our material worlds. So, there we go. Beautiful, beautiful card there. So that's what's helping us come in, is the karmic rebalancing of destiny, fate, all of those words to balance out our lives. The next card is, at the bottom, is number 3. 3 is the base of the reading. What's going on from the foundational point. Some people call it the root cause. Well, the root cause is the 3 of Wands. And the 3 of Wands, they're drawing my attention to the 3. 3 is the number of miracles. 3 is the number of creation. And what we're seeing now, we've attained, having integrated so much higher light, having come home to our divine eternal natures. That's where we're coming from. We're coming from this elevated point that we don't have to push anymore. We don't have to force anything anymore. Life is not difficult. Life is not hard. But now we will see the fruits of our labors, those ships coming in for us on the horizon. And that's at the base of this reading. So that's pretty exciting. That's pretty exciting, knowing that what we have been working towards will show in very, very tangibly in our physical manifestation. And why? I love the folds on her dress. It's just beautiful. It will be showing for us because the white dog, we trusted, we had faith and trust, not only in ourselves, but also we released and we surrendered to Spirit, and for them to create unlimitless and unlimited possibilities for the fulfillment of our dreams. Next one is the fourth position. Fourth position over here is the near past. Okay, how did we get to this stage? Let's have a look here. We did this by letting go to spirit. The high priestess sits between two pillars, Boaz, which is harshness, and Joachim, which is mercy or compassion. And the high priestess knows that it is the higher esoteric part of her that once she connects with that, then and only then she takes inspired action from that. But that's how we got to this stage, is we let go. We let go to spirit, we let go to that higher source, and we allowed ourselves to be led. That's the only way to get to the higher dimensions, is to release, the ego, release what our attachments and our expectations were, which were often very limited as per our soul's purpose in this incarnation. So that's that. Next one, number 5, is at the top of the reading. And some people call this the higher consciousness. Some people say that this is the umbrella, for the reading. And this one is the 9 of Wands. Now just have a look at that card. He looks pretty battered and bruised. He has a bandage on his head, and his leg is in a cast. It's all wrapped up. But he's got a smile on his face. And there in Latin, on his lustis servae, can't quite make that out, but in Latin that means just keep on going. The reason we are where we are at the moment is because we did not give up. We knew that we are here for a purpose. We knew that we would be shown what path to step on. And since this reading is for the next 6 weeks, it tells me that with that new moon in Gemini that's on May 30th, and also what's coming up on May 28th is the alignment of the sun with a royal star called Aldebaran. And Aldebaran is a star that was worshipped in ancient Persia, in Egypt, as a star of success, as a star of wealth, as a star of riches, prosperity, and money, material goods, and things like that. So this is the umbrella. This is the top of that reading. Just keep going. Just keep doing you. Tune out anything else that is not positive, that is not bright, that is not happy. Most of what we are shown in this physical world, and has been 3-dimensional for many, is an illusion to keep us in fear. And the more that we can just surround ourselves with that light and positivity, it's not hiding our heads in the sand, but it's all about frequency. And just keep going. A 9 card is about perseverance, and the 9 card is about just keep going. You doing you. The next card in the next position, number 6, over here, is the near future. After having done all of this, what the energies, what's going to be bringing about in the next 3 weeks is this card. Well, is having a choice. The 2 of Swords card is the card of having to go within and make a choice. Now you see here, it's interesting. We have 2 cards here in the tarot, in my tarot deck, and both of these ladies are blindfolded. Now, when I teach tarot, I tell my students, be really present and be very mindful about different symbols that return. And with two blindfolded cards, the posse of angels, my angelic family, are whispering to me, what is coming from any people is out of their control. It's karmic, it's fated, it's destined. You wrote it, as a matter of fact, in the contract, in your book of life, housed in the Akashic records, before you came in, for your soul's highest purpose. And in the near future, you'll have to make a decision. Do you take this job offer? Do you take this business opportunity? Do you take this? It might be relocating. It might be, getting used to a whole new area, a whole new career, or things like this. But certainly, she doesn't seem agitated by this. She's going within to make her answers become more clear and concise for her. Next position we have is the 7. 7 here. And the 7 is our psychological state. Now, what does that mean? How we are showing ourselves out to the world. And this card is the 4 of Wands. We're showing the world that we are very successful at what we do. We are, some of us stepping into the spotlight. But this is a card of being very proud of ourselves, having succeeded, and with our hard efforts and our determination. And it could be the marriage card. It could be the marriage card. It also is the card of moving houses, buying a house, selling a house, something to do with our foundation. With those, with the canopy there, it's often called the 4 of Wands is often called the 1111 card. It's something very destined, and it's looked over with those doves. It's divinely ordered. So that's how we are projecting ourselves out to the world. The next card in the 8th position, this position here, is something which is totally out of our control. Okay, everything that we've done is going to bring about something in our environment, how people see us. And the next card is the 6 of Wands. This is the victory card. This is a card of people recognizing, promoting. This is the card of rewards, accolades, all of those things. So all of that is time and attention and diligence, all of those times where you just did not give up. You just didn't give up. You said, I have hope and I have trust and I have faith in myself and spirit. I just have to keep doing what I'm intuitively led to do. And then this is going to lead to that public recognition. Now, some of us might be stepping into the spotlight. Some of us might be given more responsibility and have greater, presence on the internet and things like that. But this is something that's out of our control. Everything that you've done has led you to this point. The next position in the Celtic Cross is the number 9, which is our hopes and fears. Now, as I've said many times before, our hope can be our fear, because the hope is, let's say, the hope is that we want to get lots of money. The fear is, oh my gosh, what am I going to do with all this money? Now I have to set up a trust, or now I have to set up a charity. Now I have to, make sure it goes to the right people. It gets to the people that actually need it the most. all of those things. So our hopes and fears, it's another 9. It's another 9. Be particularly observant about numbers in the tarot. And the 9 is like you're almost there. You're almost there. The 9 of Pentacles is the independently wealthy card. It's also a card of living what many consider to be a luxurious life. A card, where all your needs are met, where you're able to very easily give to others, and this feeling of richness and wealth inside. Doing what you love doing, living where you love, and having those you love around you and loving them. I mean, it really does not get much better than that. So that's in our hopes and fears. And the outcome, the final outcome is the 10 position in the tarot. Now, one thing I did mention last week is nothing is set in stone with the tarot. If you don't like the final outcome, you've got free will and free choice, and you can choose to step on a different path. That's how powerful you are, and change the direction of your life. But let's see the next card, and it's another 6. So we've got 2 6s, and the 6s are all about harmony, balance. The Justice card is about things balancing out for us. The 6 of Pentacles is a card of, it's a reciprocity card. It's the card of giving and receiving. Whatever you've given out, maybe you've given out given freely and lovingly of your time, of your money, of your compassion, of your forgiveness, of so many things. The universe reads this as somebody being wealthy enough to give of their time, to give of their effort, all of that thing. And then what is coming in now is the karmic payout, is the karmic payback. And that's what's coming in as a result of that in the next 3 weeks. Look at those little, on my 6 of Pentacles, the little chipmunk and the skunk and the raccoon, they've got their hands open and saying, yes, 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 yes. Gimme, 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 gimme. And this is deserved, and very rightfully so, for all the work and the kindness and the generosity and the compassion, the non-judgment, all of those things, the forgiveness that many light workers on the planet have given at this time. Now, they do want me to look under the deck. Why would somebody look under the deck? Just for another hidden message. And what we have on the bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune. I love my Wheel of Fortune in my tarot cards. And may we each be as fortunate as this little mouse, Gabriel, who found lots of morsels in his popcorn box. But the Wheel of Fortune is the jackpot card. It's the card of the wheel turning in our favor. And just like we started with a 10, underneath the deck is a 10, which is new beginnings that are karmic and fated and destined for us. So I hope all that's been very helpful. It does seem to be very, very positive, what is going to be coming as a result of the next 3 weeks. Okay, to finish off today, let's go to my little deck, Making Magic, and see what comes out. If you would like to take advantage of that 25% off of all of my services to celebrate Angel Healing House's 19th anniversary, I created this beautiful business of mine 19 years ago in 2003. Whether you book an intuitive counseling, past life clearing, ancestral healings, twin flame reconnection, whether your twin flame is on the earth plane or is across the veil, beautiful Reiki sessions, Reiki healing sessions, whether in my office here in Santa Monica, California, or online through distant healing to lift pain off the body, bring the body back to tranquility and serenity and peace and calm. Do call Angel Healing House to take advantage of that 25% off special. They must be paid for by May 31st, 2022, but you can certainly book them afterwards. So, come on, Posse of Angels. 3 cards. 3. Okay, that one flipped over, that one flipped over, and one more. Whoop, and that one. Okay, this first one was Dragonfly. You bring light to the world. Dragonfly is a totem of change, transformation, but it's also a totem of illusion. And in order for us to break illusions, we really do have to go in and just take our own counsel. Do not listen to others. Do not give our power away. And just keep increasing our light frequency. And know that the light has already won on the planet. That's Dragonfly. The next one came out. Whoops. There goes my necklace. Time to shine. So we have light. We have shine here. A time to shine creates the energetic resonance for golden opportunities. So we have 2 very distinct cards here that are saying that opportunities are going to happen in the next 3 weeks for us to be able to shine. That's very interesting. Cards don't come out randomly. And the 3rd card is the star. The silver energy of the star brings good luck and serendipity. There are 3 cards there about light, shining, an opportunity for us to share our light with the planet. I hope all that's been helpful for you. Go out, everybody, and fashion an absolutely beautiful life for yourself. I'm wishing you love, and as always, angel blessings. Do join me this coming Thursday on my Angel Healing House blog talk radio show, now in its 11th and a half year. Time slot of Thursdays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Perhaps if you would like a free mini angel reading, I've given away thousands upon thousands of readings over the last 11 and a half years. You can call into the show, and hopefully there'll be time to be able to get on the show. There's the Angel Healing House Blog Talk Radio show every Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I also have Walk-in Angel Ariel's Weekly Wisdom on Saturday, where I do another tarot reading for the upcoming week. Go out, everyone, and fashion an absolutely beautiful life for yourself. I'm wishing you love and angel blessings. Take care, everyone. Bye.